We I can't believe we're saying this. We did it. We did it, guys. We hit 1,000 subs, 1,000 subscribers, and I think we might be a little bit higher than that now. But 1,000 people's a lot of people. I know in the grand scheme of things, compared to many channels, that's not a big number. But imagine putting 1,000 people in a room, and I can see each and every one of you out there. Either that, or half of you are just bots. But either way, I appreciate your love that you're now here. Hello! Welcome to Brainspill, the laziest show on the internet. My name is Tank, and this is officially the absolute first Brainspill video I've ever recorded where I have no script. Yep, pretty much every video I've ever made, I type a script for it. And today is a very, very special occasion due to the fact that we've reached 1,000 subscribers on the channel. So, yay us. More so me and the channel, but yay us. So, the fact that we basically have no script, I'm basically just going to talk at you for as long as I want to, and you're going to enjoy it. Yes, even for the New Year's videos, whilst they're loosely me talking about anything I want, I do have a script for them, and they are with some structure. This is pretty much just whatever I want to do. So, fireworks, explosions, more editing time for me. No, but seriously, I said that I would do a Q&A to celebrate this milestone, and well, I went on my socials and sent the question out. If anyone has any questions for me about anything, particularly about the channel mainly, then I will be here to answer those questions. And I had a few responses, both on my Twitter and on my channel, so we're going to go through a few of them today, and you're going to find out a little bit more about me and the channel itself, so strap in, folks. So we're going to go through these in no particular order. I'm basically just going to read some of these Qs and give you some As. That's how it works. Oh, and I should say before we start, if you feel like you missed the opportunity to ask a question, maybe you should have been here before 1,000 subscribers. I mean, that's all I'm saying. So hey, maybe you should just hit subscribe, and maybe we might do another one of these in the future, maybe at another big milestone. I guess we'll have to see. What started your passion for making videos like this? A love of random trivia? A way to get back at failed history tests in school? Either way, you're pretty damn fantastic at it. Nice, I like that. So basically the question was, what started the passion for this? And well, it's a few things really. I think more so than anything is that I've always loved online content. I've loved watching YouTube, I've loved watching various channels and creators over the years, and it's something that I've always wanted to do. And yes, whilst there's been a few ideas here and there as to what I could do, this is the sort of thing which I think really struck a chord. So I can sit in front of a camera and demonstrate my personality to you, but also just because I'm genuinely interested in a lot of the stuff that I read upon. It's one thing to sit in school and be forced to have to learn something, and then you only learn that information so you can be tested on it, and then as soon as you do the test, you walk out and instantly forget everything you've learnt. Just seems like a complete waste of time, and certainly not the best way to actually educate someone. But hey, that's why I like making these, because I go out of my way to find stuff that I genuinely find interesting, and well, if I find it interesting, I'd hope that there'd be at least a few other people out there that would agree with me. So I put it in a somewhat easily digestible format, package it in a little box, and send it out to your YouTube screens. And that's where you see my ugly mug twice a week. So it's pretty much a mix of me trying to demonstrate some creativity and entertainment, whilst also trying to provide something that is useful and interesting. Mash it together and you get this really weird mix of brain spill content. Still don't quite know what to make of it, but here we are. Where do you get your video ideas from? Haha, this is the classic one. This is the one which a lot of people have asked, and basically, there's no real single answer to it. Well, there is, but it's a very broad answer. Lots and lots of research. It's research in lots of different areas, however. Some of it might be me actually going out of my way to try and find cool, unique and interesting ideas and topics, whilst other times things just seem to fall into my lap. Something I didn't expect, or I might have just seen something out and about on my travels, see something cool and interesting and think, I could make a video out of that. Or, try at least. For those of you that have dived into the playlist on my channel, they are basically different playlists on different topics. So, as you might imagine, a lot of the video ideas I get for each individual topic might come from a website or article related to that particular thing. So, maybe if I'm making a video about music, for example, I might go to some music websites, music articles, things in the news, all that sort of cool stuff, and basically try and get some cool and unique ideas from there. Which video, so far, did you most enjoy making? This ain't an easy one, mainly because many of the videos, as you imagine, follow the same format. Basically, me going and researching something, making a video script out of it, and then me talking at you about it for 10 minutes straight. Whilst there are some topics that I do genuinely find interesting, some of them are actually a lot more complicated than you might think. Basically due to the fact that you need a lot of context to actually understand what has happened in the story to get to whatever cool fact I'm going to tell you. My favourites, however, are less so the ones where you actually learn something really cool and interesting, but more so the ones where I tell you about something absolutely stupid and ridiculous that happened and makes you wonder, how on earth did someone do that? And the one that instantly comes to mind is the one of the man who decided to bet his life savings on a single spin of a roulette wheel. That is a pretty old video of mine, and I just distinctly remember actually making the video and thinking, this is absolutely absurd and I love every minute of it. And it's those sorts of topics that I really want to do more of because I just think it's funny and hilarious. What does spilled brain taste like? Well, it tastes funky. I wouldn't recommend it. Any videos you wanted to make, but couldn't. So far, there has been a few video topics that have either not made the cut, or for whatever reason or not, they basically just haven't been made yet. It's more so the topics that either I think are interesting and cool, but there just isn't enough content in there to actually make a fully fleshed out, interesting video like 10 minutes long. Maybe I might make a TikTok on it or something, but really, if I'm going to make a full video on the channel, I want to make sure that those full 10 minutes or so of however long the video is actually unique and interesting stuff. There's been quite a few video topics which have basically fallen through the cracks due to that very fact. There was one in particular which I remember it being about smoke alarms for deaf people, and I don't know, at the time, I just thought it was super cool and interesting about how that works and what actually happens. And whilst it is cool and interesting, it's cool and interesting for about 2 minutes, and then after that there's not really much more to talk about. So things like that kinda didn't really ever get made into full videos. Aside from that, there were also a few other topics which I wanted to talk about, but given the graphic nature of some of the things in there and the fact that the YouTube guidelines would push me so far into the ground I would never see the light of day, those topics also unfortunately had to take a side bench. I would say what they were here, but YouTube algorithm, look favourably on me please. I mean guys, we just hit 1,000 subs, I don't want to go back down to 0 again. What's your video making process? Also, hi. Okay, so this is one which I think I can probably skim through pretty quickly and try and give you the breakdown of the basics of my process. It's probably not the quickest and best way by any means, but I'm going to give you the rundown. So, me, an individual, a man, finds a video topic. Say the topic is, I don't know, ice cream, and I think ice cream's cool, I really like ice cream. So yeah, basically I find a cool video topic and I'll throw it in a list of ideas, and I have a list of ideas which, I'm not even joking, is probably going to last me the next 6 or 7 years worth of content. There's a shitload of stuff in that list. Anyway, it's in the list, and eventually I will pull it out the list if I want to make the video on it. Seems pretty simple. I will slap it on a scheduler and then I have to get to work. I basically have to write a script after doing research on the topic to find out some cool, interesting, unique information. Then I might throw in a few jokes here or there, or some funny quips, or some props, you know, just me doing stupid stuff. I have the script, I then come in, sit down, record it, and then talk to the camera for 10 or so minutes. After it's done, I will then get the video, put it into my editor. I use Sony Vegas and basically just mix some effects around, put some cool lasers everywhere, maybe have an ice cream flying across the screen, and then Bob's your uncle. We have a video completed through the editing process. Then, simply, I render it, I create a thumbnail which is both visually pleasing and also probably has an ice cream because the example we used was an ice cream, and then everything's pretty much ready to be uploaded to YouTube. Stick it on YouTube, get it uploaded, slap that thumbnail on, do all the analytics, and then it's pretty much there, scheduled, ready to go. And then if I'm really feeling bold, I might even promote it on my socials. But who follows me on socials, am I right? So hopefully that quick whistle-stop tour was a good indication of how I make a Brainspill video. And I put the emphasis on I because I do everything on this channel. I need a holiday really, really badly, but... What would you rate 2022 so far out of 10? I've no idea if you're rating my personal 2020 or that of the general world. I can't speak for the world, but I don't think it's going that well. For me personally, I'd say it's a solid 6. I know there's certainly room for improvement, and I know exactly where I want to take the channel in the future, but it's just when I get there. Who knows? Maybe it's going to be 6 months, 6 years, 6 decades, but eventually we'll get there. What do you like to do in your free time? Perhaps knitting? Art? Hugging your friend Frank? I must know. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Frank is my pet cactus. I don't actually have him with me at the moment, but I might have to pull him out in a future video. So yeah, I like doing a little bit of drawing here and there. Knitting, can't say I've ever really tried it, but more so than anything, it is probably music. Music, concerts, festivals, anything of that sort. I kind of like tunes, I like music, so yeah. Either that, or it's going down to my local Tesco and rearranging the shelves just to annoy the shopkeepers. You know, anything to pass the time. What will you do when all your brains have spilled away? Maybe they already have. How do you get your motivation to keep making these videos, even with the low view counts? Are you hoping for better days, or is this something you enjoy doing? Or both? That's a particularly interesting one. I think it's a pretty valid one because, yes, we've reached 1,000 subs, but I've made a lot of videos to get to this point. And I think there's been a few people who've thought, why do you keep doing this? Or why do you keep going? Well, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I'm a workhorse. If I put my mind to something, I just do not stop. It's almost like some sick compulsive behavior where if I basically tell someone I'm going to do it, then by God, I'm going to do it. So I don't know. It's one of those things which I do genuinely enjoy doing, but I also have goals and ambitions where I want to take this channel in the future. And I almost feel like I'd be doing a disservice, not only to you guys, but to myself, if I decided just to pack it in and then maybe in the future think about where I could have been if I just kept at it. I really want to prove that despite the fact that I'm a complete amateur at this whole thing, that hard work can get you anywhere. And well, we're starting already. We're 1,000 down and, you know, there's thousands and thousands more to get through. So maybe that's it. Maybe it's because I have large, bold ambition, or maybe it's due to the fact that I'm just a little bit insane and don't quite know when to stop. But I think a healthy combination of the two is probably a good nature to have, particularly if you have a goal and you want to reach it. I really think that the big thing I've learned whilst making these videos is that if a video performs badly, don't take it to heart. Take it as a learning experience and try and take that forward and just keep going. This consistency is what's keeping me going at this moment. I think that if I dwelled on a particularly bad video for so long, that would kill any ambition or any drive I'd have. So you've just got to keep looking forward, keep making that content, and my God, hope that I don't go criminally insane during the moment. So yeah, that's just some of the main questions I had. There were a couple which were repeated, so if I didn't answer your question, I'm sorry, but I think I got the gist over pretty well. So yeah, that's 1,000 down. We'll maybe have our next goal at something a little bit higher than that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope that you'll stick around for plenty more content coming in the future. If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe. If you want to be notified as soon as I upload my next video, be sure to hit the bell button. And if you've got any ideas for what topics you'd like me to discuss next, let me know down in the comments below. As always, sources used in the video will be in the description. In this case, it's my socials because there's no sources, apart from people's comments, but those were on my socials. So yeah, I have no idea how to end this video because like I said, it's completely unscripted and I've just spoken out my ass for 10 minutes. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys sticking around and subscribing to the channel. And well, if you guys want more, then I'll be sticking out for the long haul. I'll see you guys in the next video. Fantastic.